Despite the dramatic tone often used in viral headlines suggesting that something shocking or hard to believe is happening in the life of Catherine Zeta-Jones, the reality is far more grounded and reflects a natural, steady phase of a long and successful Hollywood career rather than any hidden crisis or unexpected downfall. As she continues to remain active in the entertainment industry while also intentionally choosing a more balanced and private lifestyle that prioritizes family, select, creative projects, and long-term stability over constant public exposure. Over the years, Zeta-Jones has transitioned from being a frequently visible film star in major Hollywood productions to a more selective performer who carefully chooses roles that align with her artistic interests and personal schedule, a shift that is often misunderstood by audiences who associate reduced public appearances with decline, even though in reality it is a common and often strategic decision made by established actors who have already reached significant career milestones and no longer need continuous visibility to maintain relevance. In recent times, she has remained engaged with the industry through both film and television work, including upcoming projects such as The Gallerist and the series Kill Jackie, demonstrating that she is not stepping away from acting but rather reshaping the way she participates in it, taking on roles that allow her to maintain creative expression without the intensity of earlier career demands, and even expanding into executive production work, which reflects a deeper level of control and involvement behind the scenes. Alongside her professional choices, she has also been open about her preference for a more private and grounded personal life, spending significant time away from the traditional Hollywood social circuit and focusing instead on family life with her husband Michael Douglas, while maintaining a residence outside of the constant Los Angeles spotlight, a decision that has sometimes been misinterpreted in online discussions as unusual or concerning when in fact it reflects a long-standing pattern among experienced actors who gradually shift their priorities toward personal well-being and stability. This quieter lifestyle does not indicate withdrawal from public life but rather a rebalancing of priorities, where work is chosen more carefully and visibility is no longer treated as the primary measure of success, allowing her to engage with her career on her own terms rather than through the expectations of constant media presence. Public perception, however, often struggles to adapt to this kind of transition, because audiences tend to associate fame with continuous appearances and high-frequency output, so when a well-known figure reduces their public exposure, it can mistakenly generate narratives of disappearance, struggle, or decline, even when their actual career remains active and stable behind the scenes. In Zeta-Jones's case, her ongoing work in film and television, along with her continued presence at selective public events and interviews, clearly demonstrates that she remains professionally engaged and creatively active, and there is no credible evidence suggesting any sudden change, crisis, or troubling development behind her current situation. Instead, what is actually happening is a long-term evolution that reflects both personal maturity and professional experience, where she is choosing roles and projects that fit a more sustainable and fulfilling rhythm of life, rather than the demanding pace of earlier decades in her career. This kind of transition is often mischaracterized in online spaces where attention-grabbing headlines are designed to create emotional reactions rather than accurately describe reality, leading to exaggerated interpretations of ordinary life choices such as stepping back from constant publicity or focusing more on family and selective work. Ultimately, the idea that something hard to believe is happening in her life says more about audience expectations of celebrity behavior than it does about her actual circumstances, because the reality is a stable and intentional phase of continued creativity, personal balance, and professional control, where Catherine Zeta-Jones remains an active and respected figure in the entertainment world while also living a life that prioritizes privacy and long-term well-being over constant visibility, making her current chapter less about surprise or shock and more about the natural progression of a seasoned artist, shaping her career and personal life on her own terms.